And even in growing through that process, that was so hard because you got people that feel like you think you're all that, right? Like you
Yeah, yeah.
you're a beautiful person. Let's just face it. You have people that feel like you think you're all that. And they
Mhm.
didn't realize the self-esteem issues that I was actually dealing with behind the scenes.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that crushes you even more when you're trying to build your self-esteem and you're trying to tell yourself that I think I'm beautiful, I think I'm this, I think I'm that. And they're telling you that's the wrong thing to do. Like you
Mhm.
shouldn't think you're all that. Like what? So I had to work even harder now to counteract that part of it.
Yeah.
So it was like I really had to, you know how they say you shoot for the moon or aim for the moon, you might land amongst the stars kind of thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I really did have to aim really high, almost to the point of conceited or
Mhm.
narcissist, as you say, to get myself high enough to not be having this low self-esteem anymore. So
Right.
it is a thin line. And some people like do come across like I see people with confidence all the time and I love it. I love to see it. And you think, you know, that they're so confident. I wish I had that kind of confidence. Like it's admirable when someone is
Yeah.
confident,
Yeah.
but when someone is just arrogant or just a narcissist, like that,
Attractive.
it feels different when you see it. It feels nasty. It feels
Mhm.
like, oh, that's not cute. You know, like, and it
Yeah.
just has a different effect. So I think it's more about like the energy that you're giving to other people. You can pump yourself up all day long in the mirror by yourself, but when you go out and present yourself to the world, how are you coming across to them? You
Mhm. Yeah.
put
Yeah.
yourself up, but are you putting yourself above everyone else? Do you think
Mhm.
you're better than all of them?
Mhm.
Do you, you know, and if and when you get to the point where you know that's not true, then you don't care when other people say, "Oh, she thinks she's all this," because you know that's not true. Like you know how hard you had to work to get to
Mhm.
this point of self-confidence. So you just start ignoring those things. Like those things don't get to you anymore. If somebody calls you ugly, it's like, really? Where? You know, like you know, you don't let that bother you anymore. But at the same time, like if you're putting someone else down in the process, that's when it becomes crossing over into the other line of narcissism, of arrogance, and things like that. Because like we shouldn't have to put someone else's now. We don't know what they're going through with their self-esteem, how hard they're having to work to get to
Mhm.
where they need to be, you know. And so to put someone else down to get yourself there, that's definitely the antagonist of the story at that point.